We live in a time where voices are loud and far too many. Open a social platform, scroll through a feed, turn on a screen, and what greets you is often fear, panic, and despair. There are those who shout daily of an imminent collapse, the end of the world, the downfall of everything. They speak with forceful tones, eyes burning with anger or hopelessness, trying to convince you that all is lost and there's no hope left. But stop. Look past their words. Look past the staged images. Ask yourself, what truly drives these messages? Is it truth or manipulation? Is it love or control? Beware of false prophets who come to you in sheep's clothing but inwardly are ravenous wolves. There are people who've made a career out of spreading anxiety and darkness. They prophesy doom, as if the sun might never rise again. They claim to know what's coming, delivering their warnings with the weight of divine judgment, almost as if God Himself appointed them to reveal a superior truth. But they bring no hope, no light, no love. So ask yourself, what kind of truth extinguishes the heart? What kind of prophecy crushes the soul and suffocates faith? In the Gospels, Jesus warned us repeatedly. He told us that in the last days, and not only then, false prophets and false messiahs would come to lead even the faithful astray. He said it plainly. For false messiahs and false prophets will appear and perform great signs and wonders to deceive, if possible, even the elect. Isn't that what we're seeing today? Big words, dramatic visuals, voices that cut like knives, and yet, inside emptiness. A spiritual black hole that does not feed, does not build, does not embrace. These prophets of doom don't want to free you. They want to bind you. They want you to live in fear, because a fearful heart is fragile, easily controlled, stripped of hope, and distanced from God. But the God we come to know through Christ is nothing like this. He is a God of strength, of light, of mercy. He never promised life would be easy. In fact, He spoke openly about trials, about tears and tribulations. But He also promised we would never walk alone. Jesus didn't come to terrify us with punishment and fear. He came to free us, to show that even in our deepest suffering, there is a path toward true life. And that path is faith. In this world you will have trouble, but take heart, I have overcome the world. Those who have faith, true, unshakable faith, know that even in the wildest storm, Christ is in the boat. They know that no storm is eternal. Every night ends in dawn. Our time on earth is temporary, a sacred journey meant not to be lived in constant fear, but in growth, love, learning, and preparation for our true home, eternity with the Father. Yes, because we are not made for nothingness. We are souls. And the soul is made for light, for eternity. If only we could remember who we truly are, fear would lose its grip. We see life through limited earthly eyes, and so we ask, why this suffering? Why this trial? Why this injustice? But there is a plan, a higher will that we may not yet understand. God owes us no explanations, but He gave us a gift, trust. That trust is called faith. Blessed are those who have not seen and yet have believed. If we live each day with sincere faith, if we surrender even when we don't understand, peace will find us. Not the fleeting peace of the world, but peace of the soul, a peace that knows it is loved, held, and destined for something far greater. Those who speak only of fear and hatred want to rob you of your most sacred gift, love. Because love is strength. Love is light. Love is God. Whoever walks in love, even through hardship, walks in truth. Whoever dwells in darkness, feeding on fear, does not know God. As St. John wrote, whoever does not love does not know God, because God is love. So even when the world seems to crumble, never forget who you are. You are a child of God. You are an eternal being. And no video, no influencer, no false prophet has the power to steal that truth from you. When we leave this earth, we do not vanish into the void. We are not just dust. We are what we have always been, immortal spirits, finally free from limits, reunited with the source of all life. But that promise has one condition: belief. I am the resurrection and the life. The one who believes in me will live, even though they die, and whoever lives by believing in me will never die. It's not complicated. You don't need heroic deeds or personal miracles. All you need is a sincere heart, a faith that renews itself daily, even when it trembles, even when it doesn't understand. Stop every time you hear words that drag your soul into darkness. Every time someone claims to speak in the name of God but leaves you with no hope, no love, no freedom, that is not God. True faith doesn't crush. It doesn't terrify. It doesn't chain you. True faith lifts you, heals you, makes you free. Be watchful. Be brave. Be faithful. For the world may shake, but your soul is already destined for eternity. Then you will know the truth, and the truth will set you free. And that truth is Christ. Don't search for it in viral videos, in messages of hate, in numbers meant to scare. Seek it in prayer, in silence, in faith, in love, because love never lies.